You know, if it wasn't for the guard dogs, we wouldn't have sheep here today, period. The wolves are here, the coyotes are here, and it's prolific coyote country. And so our guard dogs are the only real line of defense that we have. Being the last guy in town with sheep is really a problem.
I don't think that anyone really has any idea how long livestock guardian dogs have been used around the world. There is art that indicates that it's probably 6,000 to 8,000 years old. So we know that guard dogs have been used to guard livestock since then. Their use is very widespread. It's everything from domestic turkeys and chickens all the way up through sheep, goats, cattle. They're actually used with water buffalo. They're used all over the globe.
Guardian dogs are their own dogs. They like you, they love their sheep.
We talk about the relationship between like myself and my guard dogs, but my guard dogs have relationships with all of these other animals as well. They have the relationship with the entire flock as a whole, and then they have relationships with the individual animals in that flock. Sheep are highly social animals, and some of them will develop a real affection for certain guard dogs, and the guard dogs will feel the same way about the sheep, and they will actually seek out those individual sheep, and those sheep will stand and have their faces licked by the dogs.
There is important an animal to count as the sheep. You see the red sheep? Okay, they count those red sheep every morning. Okay, there's about 1 to 50. They can make a fast count on those red sheep, then they know if they're missing any sheep. These dogs will stay behind with a sick animal. And so if they're missing a dog, they know that they've got something outlying away from the herd. And then, you know, the dogs will hear them come to feed, they'll come and then go back to that animal. Well, they just follow them back out. And we've had a lot less loss because of it. Because they won't turn loose of a sick one or anything that's strayed off. If there's a coyote kill, they'll guard the kill. They'll sit on that dead ewe.
And it's like, so then when I look at the lamb and it's like, well, thanks guys, but you know, we can't do anything for this one. Then they'll take him off and eat him.
Just as they have relationships, my dogs know the wolves and the bears and the moose and everything else that share the same range with them. They come in contact with each other on a regular basis. So just as I can see and recognize that, oh, well, this cow, moose, and calf have been here for so long, my guard dogs are the ones that see them more often than I do. Those guard dogs have individual relationships there as well.
They know what is a threat, they know what's not a threat. You know, we have skunks around here and stuff, and they're like, they're not going to hurt my sheep. And a coyote comes along and he's gone. Or a badger, or, you know, defend against the wolves and the bears.
It takes us a week to 10 days to police up an area. So we'll pull in, because we're migratory. So we'll pull in, we stop. It'll take those brown dogs and those smooth-haired white dogs about a week to find all the carrion, all the dead in the area, okay? Because that's the easiest food source in the country, see? And that's what coyotes like. Coyotes are well, they're opportunistic, and so they take whatever is the easiest food source out there. These dogs will come in and replace the canine factor in the ecosystem. They'll police the area and move the coyotes away. First hostile action we have usually is enough to drive them away. And once we get that done, then we have peace in the valley. They go their way, we go our way. We don't know what we're going to have with these wolves, you know, because they are not going to, I don't think, shy away as easy as these coyotes do.
I tend to look at guard dogs in terms of whether they're softer dogs or harder dogs. And softer dogs are just not quite as aggressive. They're more easy to handle, things like that. Once wolves really moved into our area and we started having a lot of wolf problems, that changed the process for us and what we needed from a dog.
We have wolves here now, and they're back up in that mountain range, and they come out in here once we leave. So we still have a deterrent factor. But it's, you know, they're rangy and they're hard to, in our environment, they're hard to keep with your own bunch, you know, because when we get on the winter ranges, there's 35, 40,000 head of sheep down there. 8 companies, 9 companies, and so we all have our own dogs. Then we're back and forth trying to catch them. So what we've learned is we need someone like Kat who can make these dogs easy to catch.
What we try to do is from the time that they're very young, we try to socialize them or acclimate them to things that we expect that they will encounter later on in life, so they will not be afraid of those things. We try to ride bicycles around them, we ride motorcycles, snow machines, we have draft horse teams, men on horseback. Just a lot of different things. They have to know no, they have to come when they're called or when I whistle. They have to know the command, go to the sheep. We really like having friendly dogs. You don't want them too friendly because you have people that will try to rescue them because they see that there's not a house nearby, so they think that our guard dogs need to be rescued. When they don't, they're out doing their job. Here comes Harriet the Horrible. So you don't want them too friendly, but you don't want them aggressive towards humans.
How are you this morning?
Initially, we didn't humanize them at all, human habituate them at all, and so we couldn't get them caught when we needed them, but now we can catch almost every dog we have. The working dog thing, the guard dog thing has been a quantum leap for us. It's all about this migratory movement thing.